This is no North Korean tour where they make everything look perfect.
No, I'm just gonna give it to you raw, man.
This is where you grew up.
There's my mom right there.
On the same res, totally different feel up here.
Yes, it is.
A lot of criminals out here.
You feel safe with me in the car? Gringo on board?
That's the way we live, like free healthcare, free food stamps.
So you don't have to work for anything.
Exactly. Yeah, you can drink it.
Why am I the only one drinking the water? Is this the story, Hawk? Some great architecture here. Oh, that's after a tall boy.
And when they heard Geronimo was coming, everybody used to hide.
That's his cave.
Heartbreaking to see all this stuff, you know.
Two different worlds people are living in.
Yeah, 2 ways to do it.
Midsummer, Arizona.
White Mountain Apache Tribe.
Okay guys, we're here at the Fort Apache Indian Reservation, home of the White Mountain Apache Tribe. 1.6 million acres, 3 hours east of Phoenix. We're picking up a local named Hawk who will cruise us around the res. So this is it, Hawk, yeah?
Yeah, this is it.
This is the center of the res.
Center of the res right here.
Bosch's is your local store?
Pretty much that's the only store we have in town. This used to be like a shopping center pretty much. So that used to be a theater.
Okay.
You see? And then right by it used to be the public swimming pool, but now that's closed.
Hey, bro.
Do you know everyone here, Hawk?
No, I don't know anybody. How you doing?
I know you.
You speak Apache?
You right?
Ronald,
yeah,
Ronald
yes,
Hawkins.
yeah,
Ronald, James, actually.
What's your name, sir?
Peter,
What's up, Peter?
what's up?
So everybody down here, like we're fucking misunderstood, like we're Apaches, but just think, there's no jobs here. You have free healthcare, you have free everything, and everybody's gonna keep us down no matter what. Like this, that's the way we live. Like it's free,
Everything's free?
Yeah, I hate that too. Like, I want a job, I want to work, bullshit. I'm married, I have a wife, I have kids and everything, and that sucks. There's no jobs around here, bro. Honestly, if you want to go to Wells Fargo,
You want to be a bank teller?
no.
What do you want to do?
I could be a salesman at Sell One.
Sell what? Sell one?
Yeah, I could be a salesman, but no, that's ain't right. And I can go to Bash's. Look what Bash's is like. You want me to be a? Everything's bullshit here.
So do you take the free stuff though? You said you don't like it.
Exactly.
You do.
Free healthcare, free food stamps.
Okay. But you're saying that's no bueno. You don't like
Ah, it's good. It's free, right?
it? Okay.
I can go to Bash's with my food stamp card and say, "Hey, give me some food."
So you don't have to work for anything.
Exactly. That's how they keep us down, yo.
Hey, man.
Oh, and that's how the videos go. We
Okay,
just
yeah,
run
yeah,
into
yeah,
what
yeah.
we run
Yeah,
into.
yeah, yeah,
Take
yeah.
care, boss.
Hey.
All the best.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Can I have the dollar?
We don't cash, man.
That's bull. That's true, though.
All right, we're jumping in.
Har gjort att kunna stanna du kan hålla.
Undo.
Okay, so
From down.
Hawk, this is your bro in the back.
This is Randy Hawkins. We call
Okay,
him
Randy.
Boy.
Oh,
Hey, yeah.
oh, you got the full tat on there. Okay. You gonna chill in the back of the truck?
Yeah, I'm chill back.
Okay. Hawk, let's go.
Let's go, man.
Take care. That's interesting. So he doesn't want free stuff, but then he asked me for $1.
No, characters, man.
Okay. So Hawk, this
Yeah.
is the full Monty tour. This is no North Korean tour as I can see so far. You know what the North Korean tour is?
No, what is it?
Where they make everything look perfect and they like bring around everyone to the nicest hotels and the most beautiful streets.
No. No. I'm just gonna give it to you raw, man. That's what we're gonna start off with, man.
That's my style.
Yeah.
I like the truth, Hawk. And he's just gonna cruise in the back, huh?
Yeah, he's
Randy, how's it going? You're good? Oh, nice. Look at that.
so for a while, this was one of our biggest main employment and source of income for the tribe, which was the FATCO, which stands for Fort Apache Timber Company. See, now it's kind of closed down.
Okay.
But part of it's still running. I may be wrong, but I think this is one of the only sawmills that's still open in eastern Arizona.
So it has some jobs here.
Yeah, see how the boards are?
Okay.
Still like they're stacking boards. Particularly during the 50s, 60s, and 70s, this is one of the biggest timber companies in Arizona.
So it used to employ a lot of people.
Yep.
So as that guy was saying, just not many jobs out here.
Yeah, I think probably 70 to 80% unemployment.
Okay.
Yeah, I see a lot of people wandering around.
Right.
Yeah,
a lot of walking here. Super dad.
This is another area of the tribe that has a lot of enterprise. My brother works here, so he works as a mechanic.
Randy works here.
My older brother Alan
Okay.
works there, yeah. So we have like cement company.
And you do research, right? In Phoenix?
Yeah, research.
Like what kind of research?
Mostly medical.
Oh, cool.
This is our local bar here.
Can we cruise in?
Sure, you can if you want.
Is it still open?
It's open.
It's Saturday morning, what, 11 o'clock?
11 o'clock, and it opens, I think, at 10 o'clock.
Okay, so it's not a dry res, obviously.
No, it's not a dry res.
Okay.
You walk in there pretty much and purchase it at a counter, or you can actually drive through here.
Okay, so you buy your booze there, but you're not sitting down at a bar stool there.
No.
Okay.
We used to have one of that, which we'll pass later on. It used to be called Apache Flames.
Okay, so that's the alcohol store.
Hey, Randy boy. Don't wait.
On a couple of courses,
Cheers.
So you guys speak Apache together. So you and your family only speak Apache?
Yeah.
That's awesome. A lot of natives lose their language.
Yep. We're losing it pretty quick. Randy's like one of the few his age that speak Apache. But after that, it's pretty much majority of them just speak English. And I think a lot of it has to do with, boarding school. Generations and generations forced to speak English, and then later on they kind of embarrassed to speak their own language. We're losing our tradition quickly. We're losing a lot of our culture, but it all starts from our language.
You didn't go to boarding school, or did you?
Oh, I went to boarding school. I got sent to Phoenix.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was like a Christian boarding school, very strict. The same thing that my mom went through pretty much, but I think it was more stricter because, it was religious, so we couldn't have, couldn't watch secular TV shows, music.
Okay.
Had to be state,
So super conservative school.
Super.
Now you say boarding school. Was it just natives there, or?
Oh yeah, natives from all over, like.
Or was it white guys and Mexico? It was only natives.
Only natives.
So they still have that in there.
They closed it because I think in 1997 they closed it because one of the former students sued the school. This is where Randy Boy's friend was murdered down here somewhere.
Randy's friend was murdered
2 days
down
ago.
there?
Yep,
2 days ago.
Yeah, I think he was stabbed like 15 times.
For what?
I have no idea. I think he was walking through here and.
Is it that dangerous back here?
Yeah, I think at night, especially with alcohol and drugs like fentanyl and meth, intermixing both of them together is really.
Okay, is that hit the res pretty hard here?
Oh yeah, like back in I think 2007, 8. Pretty bad, man. We actually became the murder capital of the United States, which was like 7 per 1,000. I think nationally they're 5 per 1,000 or something like that. And I'm not trying to like degrade my tribe. I'm just kind of giving you facts about that. So.
But it's, apart from the stabbing where it's at now, it's gotten better than those days?
It's getting worse, I think.
It's getting worse.
Yeah, because a lot of kids, the parents that took meth, now they're raising kids and they're not disciplined and they're not being advised or talked to or disciplined at all, or no guidance. So it's just kind of getting worse, and they don't speak their language. No self-identity, I guess that's a big thing.
Right.
Yeah,
And so that guy we ran into in the parking lot, right? He's like, I want a job. No one's going to hire him like that. He's on something.
Yes, he is.
So then that's the problem, right?
That's the problem.
Like, even if there was a job, you're not going to hire him. And then just giving stuff, I've seen it through and through. You give someone that has an alcohol problem more money, and they're not working, they're just going to buy more alcohol and nicer cars. Like, that doesn't fix the problem.
I guess like priority is a big thing too. One thing that my dad taught me was like how important your life is. At a young age, he taught me these lessons that I didn't value when I was young. I neglected it, but as I've gotten older now, I understand what he meant by these lessons that he was, teaching me by hard work and discipline to look ahead, pretty much. Not just now, kind of use your head think about the consequences of what you're going to put what you're doing right now, but how it's going to also affect you in the long term. There used to be a trading post right here years
Oh,
ago.
wow.
Yeah,
Back from the day.
Yep. This is what they consider Jack's trading post here.
Jack's Trading Post.
Yep, and which they closed back in the, I think, mid 80s. You were able to buy like food and stuff off of credit, so then eventually pay that credit off.
Okay.
And right by there, a little bit more, I think the west, or that was a bakery there.
Right next door.
Yep, you used to,
Okay.
buy cakes, bread, and all that stuff here.
So, is it fair to say the 80s and 90s were much better here?
Yeah, definitely. Mostly the 70s, 60s to 70s probably were the best. 80s, there's kind of like a transition going on in the reservation.
Okay, and so every reservation operates differently. Like if you go to the Seminoles
Yep.
in South Florida, they're all, from my understanding, multimillionaires, right?
Yep.
Or if you go to Cherokee in North Carolina, they're doing pretty well.
Yep.
If you go to Pine Ridge, South Dakota, not doing well.
And how do you say that? Geographic, where, how much, like this is a very beautiful land, if
Yeah.
we can actually put it together, we can make a lot more financially stable.
So this is your average community here, right?
They all have different names, like Lifesavers, Lonesome Dove, One Step Beyond, Smurfville. So this is called Upper East Fork now. I'll be careful because this is a wake, man. So if you don't mind, you can record it, yeah. And this lady that passed here was about 93 years old.
A big tent down there.
So 93 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
But as I can see there, ton of cars, strong community?
Yes.
Or depends the family you're in?
Depends on the family.
Okay.
And also the individual. Like she was very well respected. Like living 93 years old, she's seen a lot. That's a community building right there.
Community building? So this is where you grew up?
Yeah, this is a house. There's my mom right there.
Oh, cool. How you doing back there, Randy?
All right, good, man. Good.
This is a nice little zone.
Yeah. Hey, Mike. She even put it on a camp dress for you, Peter.
Oh, beautiful dress. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Your name?
Andrina.
Andrina. Okay,
Hawkins.
Peter. Traditional dress?
Yes, I make this one.
You made it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I wear to church and then wear the special occasion. I wear camp dress.
Okay. And so you raised Hawk here?
Yeah.
And
all
Randy?
my boys, 4, and then 2 adopted girls. The last one, the 2 girls, didn't learn much Apache because their mom was alcoholic and their dad, they were having like good marriage, but after that, she had these girls, the mom started running around with their friends, drinking.
Okay.
And
So you
then-
adopted those girls?
Yeah, and their father the same too. His wife he just miss his wife and start fooling around like that. So they end up with their life. So I end up with those 2 girls.
Just because you wanted to help?
Yeah.
That's a noble cause.
American flag for my dad.
American flag. So was your dad in the military?
Yeah, he was volunteered for Vietnam back in '69.
He volunteered.
Back in the 50s, President Eisenhower implemented a federal program called the Eradication Act, and that was to actually remove Native Americans off the reservation to assimilate them into the general public.
Yep.
And that was later kind of renamed the Assimilation Act. So my dad actually signed up for the program, and he was going to be shipped over, or not shipped, but was going to be assigned to San Francisco. So that's why, if you think about it, you have like San Francisco, Los Angeles, Chicago, Denver, Phoenix.
Oakland, too.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot went to Oakland.
Oakland, like also, that's why you see
I met some guys on Lakota that went to Oakland when they were younger.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that program was to help them to get a job, and then hopefully not return to the reservation and to assimilate into the general population. So they wanted to eventually take control of
Grab the land?
land. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh. You drew that?
Yep.
Nice. Nice, Randy.
You want to see my garden there too?
Ball championship. Bring back the ball.
You dunk, Randy?
Yep.
Can you dunk it?
Yep.
I have zucchini, squash, corn, beans. If the zucchini and the pumpkin come out, I'll put it put it on the fair.
Contest.
You grow some good vegetables?
Uh-huh.
The best in town?
Probably I'm the only one. I don't know.
So you're the best. And the worst at
Yeah.
the same time. This is, okay, I've only been on the res like 45 minutes.
Uh-huh.
You know when you're in a new place for a first time, you're trying to feel what it is?
Yeah.
There's something very powerful and very calming here, I feel.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
Always pray.
what's that?
We always pray, like in the morning, noon, in the evening time.
Are you religious? Like you're Christian or you're
I go
traditional?
to Lutheran,
Okay.
but I still have like tradition, prayer in Apache. That's why that's what is quiet place right here. Pray for my house, for my boys, for everybody, my neighbors, and everybody around. So this is a good place.
What was it like for you growing up here?
It's good. I like it.
You liked it?
Way back, everything was hard. Nowadays, we have water in the house. Everything's stove and spill a fire in the middle. Bed on this side, no mattress. Just use some kind of straw under it and put the tarp on it and a blanket, sleep on it, kind of make it soft. And then we always live far away from school, about 5-6 miles. And then in the morning, my grandpa put the saddle on that mule, white mule, and I used to sit behind him and then go to school from there. And then by 4 o'clock, he will be waiting for me outside, and then I'll sit behind him, go back to the house over there. I went to school at beginner, first, second, third. When you get to fourth, you go to Fort Apache boarding school. So I learned a lot of things, how to clean, take a shower, kind of naughty. And there's this lady, her name was Mrs. White. I always say, Andrina Kose and her gang get downstairs.
You said you were naughty?
A little bit, probably. And we used to go to the office and they say, this weekend you're not going to the movie, nothing. You're going to scrub the wall and, all this stuff like that. We used to do that.
You got into trouble a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I was
sorta.
naughty. I think everybody does that.
Right?
Yeah.
How about this one? Was he playing the death metal loud in his bedroom growing up?
Oh, yeah. Dad always get after him.
What do you think of his music? Are you into his...
Didn't like it.
No, I don't know what kind of music. I never, I don't hear the words.
Some might not even call it music, right? There's a lot of screaming.
It started from down there, right there, the Daisy Brothers.
Oh, is that where the band started?
Yeah.
Anything I should know about your son before I spend the day with him?
He was a good boy.
He's a good boy?
Never in trouble when he was a teenager.
Yeah, right. I even went to captain's mess, which she probably doesn't even know, when I was in the Navy.
How many years in the Navy?
5 years.
Oh, okay, so here's a story.
Yeah.
Hawk was telling me one day he went off the res to the Walmart saying he was going to get some things, and then he came back saying he joined the Navy.
Yeah.
How was that?
I was surprised.
I went straight to the recruiter's office.
And then I was just waiting and waiting. He was just only 17 when he,
Joined the Navy.
joined the Navy.
I finished my high school, and then I was begging the recruiter to send me to boot camp the next day after graduating from high school. I was begging them. The closest they can do was 2 weeks, so I had to wait 2 weeks, and then after that I got shipped off, or went to boot camp at San Diego.
And we have to wait for it. Then we have big dinner, chicken scratch dance, and he left. Then I used to cry, like lying down on the bed. And then my Alvina used to say, don't cry, he's doing a good job. He's not a baby, he's a growing up man. He was telling me that.
And then at that time you would have loved to hear Death Angel, because that would have meant he's around. That was cool.
Yeah, man.
That was really interesting. So we couldn't put that on the camera, but Andrina
Said a prayer for you. For
Gave us a really
protection.
beautiful prayer.
Protection, you know, so
That was an interesting ritual with the wheel
yeah.
and the placement and the circles and the
eagle
paint.
feathers. Yeah.
Thank you for bringing me into that.
You're welcome, and you know, I want you to be protected. You know, that's the
So
big thing,
that's
yeah.
what that was for?
Protection. 'Cause
For riding around the tribe today?
even just meeting people, you know, so you can, you know, people have good intention, bad intention. I don't want you to follow it, or I don't want it to follow me too. So
Interesting. So every person you interact with,
yeah, you got to kind of be careful.
they can rub their energy
exactly,
onto you.
yeah. So
Well, you know the term energy vampire?
yeah,
When
yeah,
you're around someone for a
Yeah,
while,
yeah, yeah,
and you
yeah.
feel afterwards, you feel like
Yeah.
something was taken from you. You're
yeah.
energetically
exactly.
lower.
Yep. So that's
Like I can already tell I'm having a good time with you. Like when I leave, I'm fired up, right?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
so there's two types. They either add or take away. And so that's what
Exactly,
this
yeah.
does, sort of. It just sort of
protects you. It
protects.
protects you pretty much.
Cool.
Let me get Chom here, okay? So
Chom.
Chom, yep, he's my childhood friend.
Oh, cool.
This is where he grew up pretty much.
In this place?
Yeah, he playing Metallica.
Chom. Is that what I said? Chom?
Chom.
CH1.
Oh, Chom.
My nickname, yeah.
Off camera, you were talking about the Shire.
Yeah, like here, I'm here. This little town, right? I'm just talking like Upper East Fork area. It's my Shire. Maybe there's something going on here. We know, we have our own little areas of homicides, stuff. A lot of them are, never solved. That's there, here and there, but here, like for me, speaking for myself, it's peaceful. My kids happy, safe. That's my whole thing. Never mind me, I don't care about getting new shoes and whatever materials. I don't care about that. My thing is just surviving for my kids now. There's a certain age where you hit and it hits you different, and you just have to really watch out. That's when you overprotective, I guess. Too.
Okay, you're helicopter parenting a little?
Yeah.
Okay. So with men here, like not a conversation any dad wants to hear with teenage daughters or young 20-somethings, but like the dating, you want them to find someone here and stay on the res, or do you want them to leave, or you don't care?
That's a hard question for me. The first one, she met the Paiute, so that's
Okay.
the wife was happy with that one.
Okay.
So, but
why is that? Why is it good to meet a Paiute?
Because it's foreign. People like different things. They don't want to just be stuck with the same, just being rezzed out, I guess. Yeah, that's the term they use a lot around here. I'm kind of real strict. You don't see beer cans here.
Okay.
You don't, none of the meth stuff and all the drugs that, fentanyl's around here now.
Mm-hmm. Is it pretty bad?
It's, I don't know. He have a better understanding of that, because he's...
What's the fentanyl scene like, Randy?
It's really bad, man. A lot of people are doing suicide. They're killing themselves. There's a couple of people that kill themselves right now. 4 of them. And the morgue, they can't take them right now.
The morgue?
Yeah, it's full. A lot of people are dead. The morgue can't take them.
Jeez. So that's why you're overprotective.
I'm overprotective.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them. It's obvious if you look
He's a
at
good
Yes.
guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah,
He's
so-
a good guy. MS-13.
And that was just like
Got cartel.
within 5
Wait,
years
wait.
ago.
So MS-13's out here?
Yep, they're out here. Mexicans. I ran into a couple of them. And they're trying to
Yeah.
pick up people, girls, to go sell them down to Mexico.
Seriously?
Yes.
That's a big thing, right? With the other tribe that you interviewed, was it the Sioux?
There's a lot of kidnapping.
Yeah,
I've
kidnapping.
noticed.
Yeah.
like kidnapping going on right here now.
So what is
a
with
lot
the,
of people are missing here. A lot of people are missing girls.
So what
Yeah,
what is with
yeah.
the missing girls, women on the reservations? You see the posters in the gas stations and stuff.
It's them going into drugs and they're selling themselves. And they mess up making money and they don't come back with the money, so they get kidnapped and
Okay.
get taken down.
Gotcha. And what about the law enforcement here? Are they looking for theirs?
They're not good.
They're not looking for them?
No, law enforcement, they don't do nothing.
Hawk, is this going in the direction you wanted, this video? We just had a nice ceremony. We had a great ceremony.
Yeah, just see, that's what we
I'm in my Shire, so I don't know what's going on there. This is alone, man. I'm here. As long as I wake up the next day, everything's normal in this area,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
He didn't bring it up, but he's a phenomenal artist too.
He's an artist.
show us
He's a good artist.
I have my old portfolio. Let me show you guys.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
See, I do like T-shirt designs. I make this into a T-shirt design.
cool.
I was drawing that for
Wow.
somebody, so I drew that real quick.
That is beautiful.
Just something top of my head, and then these were just some studies. Nothing serious.
Such fine detail.
Gore. I don't know why I used to draw gore stuff.
Oh, that is cool.
This was a friend in the valley who wanted for a coffee company to design for them.
That is beautiful.
This is like 90s, you can tell. the way-
yeah. No, you do great work. Do you have a website?
No,
How do
I
people
don't have nothing.
How do people find you?
I think you can Google me. I've done that before. I think I'm
Sean,
on Google.
what about an email? You got an email?
Daryl Dazen at gmail.com.
Daryl Dazen. I'll get that. Do you want more work, by the way?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
I would
okay.
like to do.
I'll put that down below in the link
Gone,
if
nigga.
you want to reach Daryl here.
he's
I mean, you're not Daryl, you're Chom.
Yeah, Sean.
Daryl's the birth name or what?
Yeah, this is for school also.
Oh, okay.
That's
Scratchbook with Dolly. Dolly's a
Oh, that's sweet, man.
big influence on my artwork also.
You like surrealism?
Yes, everything I do now is like surreal.
Yeah, that's why I love your work.
Here we have the bear, which is our clan, the eagle, roadrunner, butterfly.
I'm a Roadrunner clan.
Yeah.
We have a lot of UFO activity around here, so
Yeah?
it's like an invasion.
In the mountains?
Yeah, in the mountains. Yeah, so
We're going to be
see
up
all
there
this-
later.
We're gonna hopefully meet Bigfoot.
We're going to meet Bigfoot.
So we're headed over to a spring called Quintero Spring. It's named after Joe Quintero, and he was an Apache scout. There's a river right here, so when I was little, I used to start from below my house, and I would like eventually fish all the way to like Geronimo's Cave.
Geronimo's Cave.
Yep, Geronimo's Cave.
It's up here.
It's about 2 miles north. Go get there, so we'll
yeah,
go from
cool.
there, yeah.
This is the last spring this in the reservation. And this is holy water right here. From way back in the days. Butterflies flying beside each other, that's why it's holy.
I wish I want to drink some. You want to drink some?
Can I touch it or is it?
Yeah.
I drink it from here.
Oh, that's freezing cold.
Yeah.
Oh, that
It
is
comes from the
great.
ground,
Yeah.
from the White Mountains.
So all the way up where we're going today.
My friend seen the Bigfoot here. Broad daylight. He was walking here.
Yeah, actually, this is where one of the many sightings
Okay.
throughout the reservation, you know. So.
That's not him right there.
No, that's not it.
My cousin died, Toby.
So it's supposedly after you see it, bad things happen to you.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
That's why people
So this gentleman takes his water here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Take
great.
Tune.
Hawkins.
Hey,
Ronald.
Ronald.
Peter.
Peter.
Nice to meet you, sir. What's your name?
Nathan.
Nathan.
Yeah.
Were you in the military?
Me, my daughter was.
Oh, cool.
She was a Marine. She retired from there.
Okay, so a lot of you guys are going into the military here.
The Powers always been, yeah. Apache Scouts, yeah, Apache Scouts.
Way back in the
Way
1800s already.
yeah.
My great-grandfather was in the military, and he said he was there during the 1800s and World War I, which I didn't know until my late uncle told me that.
Because you guys worked with the cavalry?
Yeah. My grandfather was a scout, yeah.
And that, okay, so I read that's why you kept your great land, because you had a better relationship than most natives
Yeah.
with the U.S. Army, right?
Yeah.
Is that the story?
The medicine men saw it, that they're coming already, though, huh? They knew what was gonna.
Geronimo?
No. When the cavalry was coming, because what was happening, there's a Geronimo and Cochise, the warfare was down south, and then the army was sent up here to actually massacre us and destroy our crops, but then the medicine men saw that, so they're prepared. So when the army came up there, they provided them food and corn, so they negotiated. So that's how that became Camp Apache.
So there was no walk to Oklahoma situation here?
Yeah.
No. Okay. So sort of like the Crow.
Yeah, Crow, I don't know about the
Crow
Crow.
worked with the U.S. Army.
Yeah.
What was it like growing up here?
I'd say it was a great place to grow up on, yeah. This river is what we survive on. I was riding donkeys in the mountains before we got to the horses. Then from horses to bike, from bike to cars. Now here we are.
You're not even that old.
Nah, Nah.
So you started on donkeys?
Oh yeah. In fact, I started riding a donkey when I was about mid-kindergarten. My big brothers would put us on the donkey and buck with us and fall off, and we'd cry as chicken out, but they'd laugh and put us back on the donkeys. This is how today these young kids are into rodeos now.
They're into rodeos out here.
From that, bucking on donkeys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Your first language is English or Apache?
Usually I'll start them on Apache.
You have like a little Irish in your accent, I hear. You part Irish?
Nah.
You're not from Dublin?
Well, if you go to, I was told in Tucson, Fort Huachuca, well, my late mother said it, but over there is a barrack, I think she said it was named after my great-grandfather. She said there's a big, like a bulletin board, whatever you call it, with his picture sitting on a horse, and it says his name right there. And these people that were down in the military were down in Fort Huachuca. I asked them, is that true? They said, yes.
Do you love living here on the res?
Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine living anywhere else?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
You're not moving to Phoenix anytime soon?
I've been to Phoenix and I can't stand the heat. In fact, I don't like being in crowd, so to speak.
And look at this, it's so green here.
Yeah.
I'm surprised how green it is here.
Yeah.
Well, if we don't have a chance, I'm gonna have a drink of tea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like it just put it. Get it done. Too. Shibla internet because she okay. So he leans on.
Oh, okay.
Why am I the only one drinking the water?
I drink some more, but
Right. Is this what happens? Is this the story, Hawk? It turns really dark soon. Geronimo's Cave.
There's a path up this way. Geronimo used to hide out in here. And in the winter, you can hear him singing in there. And that one, it comes out from Diamond Creek. And in the middle, there's a waterfall.
Geronimo was a medicine man, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was like a coyote. My mom said he was like a coyote. They said that he was here, and then he used to take off to St. Carlos, Bailey. In 45 minutes, he was in Phoenix. There's a way right here. You want to go in there?
Nah, I'm good, dude.
You want to do it, Randy?
Yeah.
All right.
You want to do it? Good.
See ya. You all right to hike right now?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
All right.
This is the way. I always go up there. I used to play here when I was young.
Oh, yeah?
Me and my buddies.
What do you know about Geronimo, Randy?
I heard he was a scary man. He started a warfare because he got his kids murdered and his family got taken away by Mexicans. And so he started a warpath. And when they heard Geronimo was coming, everybody used to hide. After his kids and his family got murdered, he started killing people.
He killed a lot of people out here?
Yeah, and you have to go this way.
You all right on that, Randy?
Yeah, go first.
You sure?
Yeah, you have to go up that way.
All right.
Yeah, take your time though. Go slowly.
Yeah.
That's how Geronimo crawled mountains.
I don't know if I'm getting up that, Randy. Oh, there's a rope.
Yeah.
That's his cave.
Yep.
You're not coming up.
I'm coming up.
No, don't, man. Don't worry about it. I'll meet you down there in a second.
All right, bud.
All right. That's the cave. Geronimo's Cave. Freezing air coming out of here. I'm not going in though. Not doing that. I'll push the video this far. I need to read more up on Geronimo. Fierce warrior, medicine man, killed a lot of locals, but I'm no historian on this front, so that's for you to take from here. So as you can see, we've just gone a little bit up this road, already into the pine trees, and today we're gonna get way up there eventually. 11,400 feet, I believe. Second highest peak in Arizona exists here on the res with a ski resort. Oh, that was great. The only injury. Little cactus to the hand.
That tunnel,
Yeah.
it goes all around every hole. You can come up from every hole.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay, a little pit stop for Randy.
Pit stop, Randy, man. Cái vấn đề à? Pop from there.
I'm going to treat Randy to the beers because he's been a great guide so far.
I appreciate it, man.
Of course, Randy. Yeah, buddy. We all good? You want some M&Ms, Randy? Yeah? So your bro drinks a bit.
Yeah. You have a hangover, you kind of like just, you know how it goes, man, when you're drinking.
It's been a while, but I can't imagine having a hangover now. That would be like a death sentence to me.
Especially like with the cheap, get cheap liquor, that causes a lot more.
Okay, so coming back into town, that's a huge runway.
Airport.
Who's flying in here?
I think they use that for like the emergency health service, and sometimes like celebrities go hunting up here, so they fly in.
Okay.
George Strait and others, they used to hunt here quite a bit. They would fly in with their private plane. Some of these houses, they're rental, so people just move in and rent pretty much.
Okay, but if you're not making much money, then you can get government assistance, Section 8 type of stuff, right?
Yep, exactly.
I got on the White Mountain Apache website last night. I was poking around.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a page on promoting reverse mortgages, which I found odd. Something you'd want to promote onto the population.
Which
I don't have the best ideas of reverse mortgages. Like you paid off your house and then you want to get into debt. You want to like borrow money against it and get into more debt. Seems off, right?
Kind of crazy, man. I haven't. I probably need to look into it a little bit more.
Yeah, I can't speak credibly on it. What's going on here? But I just saw it on their website. Right. Okay, so growing up, these streets you were constantly cruising through with your friends and
mostly Randy.
out,
Yeah, Randy boy mostly. Kind of like stayed out of this place.
All right, Randy knows the housing scene, right?
Yep.
He came back to life, huh?
It's gonna get more interesting soon.
Okay. This place is called Another World, where we're at.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is where Section 4 is at.
Section 4.
Yeah. And we're at 8 while ago. Right now we're at Another World. And then when we head up that way, it's called Lifesavers.
What's going on out here?
Out here, there's a lot of criminals out here. It's scary out here. I don't hang out out here.
Scary out here?
Yeah.
Why?
Gigolos.
Gigolos?
Yeah.
A lot of crime?
Yeah. Little kids that kill people. Like, they don't have no father or mother or anything. They don't get taught or anything. Their faces are painted as
like gigolo
clowns.
Oh, okay, but to be fair, a lot of good people living out here too.
Yeah, and they don't.
So just some gigolos.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that they found in a body bag, all chopped up.
Okay.
Yeah, this is called Another World right here.
So is this sort of the hardest hitting place of the res?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't roam around here. I don't even walk around here.
You like cruising around here with us?
Yeah.
You feel safe with me in the car?
I ain't scared.
Gringo on board.
Yeah, this is
Let me tell
this
you.
is where the little kids are at.
Mr. Clean.
You got Mr. Clean on by your
These
side.
are where the kids are at.
The kids?
Yeah, where
It's
right there, DS. That's a gang right there. They tag up DS, dark side. They pray to the devil.
So cruising around during the day,
And then right here is Bengay.
because that's where a lot of elders.
Bengay?
Yeah, Bengay.
You call the neighborhood Bengay?
Because they're elders, because they put Bengay on, so it smells like Bengay, supposedly they say.
So, how does Bengay get along with DS?
I don't know, man. You know.
Probably separate because they're elders, so they probably just keep
There's older
keep,
people
older
there.
there. So
And right here is Lifesaver.
this is
From here
Lifesaver.
down here is
So,
Lifesaver.
so the hoods change very quickly here.
Mm-hmm.
This is Lifesaver down this way.
A little better off, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see, man. So these houses are rented pretty
Yeah,
much,
most of
low income,
So why are all these homes boarded up?
Because
They're meth. They're doing meth inside the
They're
house.
doing meth, right? And they have to
That's why they boarded up.
shut them down, huh?
Yeah.
They got taken out. And some of them sleep out here in the woods.
Okay.
behind the trees and everywhere. They sleep everywhere.
So you guys grew up in a great place out there.
Actually, this is where my
Probably used to live over here. Guess when before I was born.
this one.
You lived in this house?
Yeah, from like since I was born until 1980,
Okay.
79, 80. Then we moved to where my mom currently lives. But it was totally different. There were like really nice yards. Yards were green, grass, so as
So
time,
no one's really taking care of
yeah,
things.
no one's really taking care of things.
Why?
anymore.
Okay, why is that? Do you think? Like what?
I think it just.
What's the change?
I think the change for me, in my opinion, is that this is what we were talking about earlier. Is that no like parental guidance, no discipline. People aren't taught. New generations aren't taught to take care of things or just even work. Put in work. Like kids are taken care of. They don't work for things as hard as we did. Like my dad.
So whose fault is it? The parents' fault,
The
right?
parents' fault.
And
pretty
now
much,
this
yeah.
place is called One Step Beyond.
It's kind of creepy to me because the graveyard's right behind our house,
Yeah.
too, man.
The graveyard's back there.
Yeah, see it?
Behind the
The
house.
sisters-
Yeah, that's it.
Is that creepy for you guys?
Yeah, you just put like
Hey, man.
traditional. Traditional is like you don't.
Yep.
You don't live near the
no,
graveyard.
you respect the dead.
Yeah.
This is the high school full.
So that looks pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good, and
So they have some pretty good security around
yep,
this
and
place.
then I think like senior league or little league. A lot of people play baseball a lot around here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool to
Yeah,
see. So maybe it's. Correct me where I'm wrong. It's sort of like two worlds out here. You
Yeah.
could raise your kid, have him in sports, get him into the outdoors, go up to the mountain skiing, all that stuff, or crime and
gangs, drugs, alcohol.
Yep.
it's
Yeah.
just two ways to do it.
Yeah, 2 ways to do it.
What was this?
The bar, like a bar, they just sell alcohol here. So across the way we came from,
Yeah.
that's where the high school was located. And this was where the bar was located, where you sell alcohol. So it's so close that, the youth group pretty much disagreed with the location, so they moved it from here to where the current bar is located.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Are there any bars on the res?
this one used to be an old bar. This was called Apache
The Hope
Flame.
Center?
Yep, it used to be Apache Flames. So that's where
Apache Flames.
Apache Flames,
Some wild nights in there.
Wild nights, man. My mom, I wish you'd asked my mom about that. Apache
old-
Flames, dude. They used to have swinging doors in here, and it's just like a regular bar.
So no more bars.
A lot of
Yeah,
people were
pretty.
killed, man.
So a lot of crime and
Okay.
murder and stuff like that. So eventually, it's weird they became a hope center for the youth. Civic Center of the town. John Wayne, Muhammad Ali showed up there back in the 70s.
In this Civic Center?
Yep.
And it's closed down?
Closed down, and that right there was basketball or gymnasium basketball court. But it's kind of like gotten old and falling apart now, so they don't use it anymore.
Right. Nice. Oh. Oh, he uses the backboard. You're not scared, are you? Oh.
I'm a baller.
That's after a tall boy. That's wow. Jeez, what a shot he's got. Just came in, got a lot of net for the kids,
Yep.
and then you leave.
Yep. I told her how to snap your wrist. My gang is High Valley Apache Crip, and his name is Chiefo, but he came a Christian. And he jumped me in.
Your gang leader?
Yep. I'm a Crip.
But are you still a Crip?
I'm neutral now. I can wear any clothes I want. Red, blue, anything. Nobody don't say nothing to me. But back in the day, if I was wearing red or something, I'll get my ass kicked.
So you had Bloods and Crips out here on the res?
Yeah, he's pretty familiar with that, So,
Wow.
yeah.
So this is Bloods territory, is that what you're saying?
Yep.
This guy's in the Bloods right here?
Yep. Everybody's bloods.
I don't see any red. Who's wearing red? What are the Bloods in South Central going to say about this?
It was can't say young too.
Right here. Go up this way now. Run. Turn. Park right here. Inside the road. All right then. Here.
He doesn't want to talk.
He's scared.
Hey, Chin.
I think we lost Randy.
Hey, let's
I think he's going in deep. And now he sees some ladies. Oh, he's waving us in. There he is. All right.
I
that a
guess here
dirt
we got
track,
some
a
real
pump
people
track?
here.
Yeah. Randy's peeps.
Yo, who got a shot?
See that?
All right.
Peeper.
Randy, what's up?
Florida, yeah. Hey,
Florida man.
his name is Peeper.
Peeper?
Yeah. And I'm homeboy. And
Okay.
homeboy right here.
Okay.
Eastside Killer. Yep, that's what I'm
Prison man.
So this is Bloods, right?
Yeah.
But you're wearing blue. You're wearing blue.
Yeah, it's all switched up. All sides. But look,
How you doing, sir? How you doing, man?
Christopher Joe.
Christopher Joe. All right.
Yeah, but they call me Peeper Joe.
Peeper Joe.
Yeah.
I'm Peter Santenello.
I'm Apache.
Yeah.
Motherfucking-
Are you Roadrunner clan?
Yes.
All right. Is this all Roadrunner clan?
They call that Najwoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't speak Apache, but how you doing? Roadrunner clan?
Yeah, bear.
Bear. Nice.
Yeah. Cool, man. It's nice. Good one of my team. Yeah. We just
North side.
next door, no? Where
North-
that White House is at?
North side.
Yeah, this side. Where that White House is at, our side?
Yeah.
Where I live at.
Oh, okay.
That's the ways, you know.
Whose kids?
Huh?
Whose kids?
These people that live here.
Oh, it's all the people's kids?
Yeah.
All right.
No, Tatil. Old people. Thank you. Good to see you again.
All right.
Old people stay at.
Yeah, it's
They stay in the right and stay in this right and stay
ye-
in this
oh, they stay in the cars, yeah.
homeless.
Yep.
That makes me mad though. It's that. I wish I could just save everybody, but I can't. It's very peaceful around here. People killing each other around here all the time.
Right.
Yeah, I kind of just. It's hard seeing that, man. You know what I mean?
You know, whenever there's a problem, my wife's like, I don't want a solution, just understand my problem.
Yeah.
Difference between men and women, obviously.
Yeah.
All kidding aside, you see a problem like that, and you're like, what? What do you do?
Yeah.
Right? The drugs have taken hold, and the poverty's taken hold.
And then it's just like interesting where it's going to be carried on from generation to generation to generation. It's just going to get worse and worse. You know.
Right, like
Yeah.
those kids, their examples there are not the best, obviously. I don't know. My oversimplified solution is go for the kids,
Yeah.
full speed as far as resources and programs and help and sports distractions or whatever it is, right?
Yes. It's kind of heartbreaking to see all this stuff, you know.
I bet. I mean, this is where you come from. It wasn't like that when you were a kid.
No, it wasn't. Of course, we had like people that drank, but not to the point of what I'm seeing now, you know. So
Yeah.
so that's that wiki up. That's what my mom grew up in.
She grew up in one of those.
Yeah.
That was normal out here to grow
Yeah,
up.
remember she told you this morning?
Yeah, but she's what, I forget, 80?
Yeah, no running water. No, remember she was like saying that she had to build a fire in the center of the wiki up. She's very content.
It puts so much in perspective, right? Like how new things really are.
Yeah. They were to keep the horses and
Okay, yeah.
yeah. So the old Fort Apache. Like, these are old guard houses, military supply buildings back in the 1890s. People live in them now, so
Yeah, who's living here?
like tribal members. the layout is it's supposed to be like an urban area of the East Coast, so that's why you see these lights. And there used to be a lot of trees here.
Okay, these street lights?
Yep. So, you know, a lot of the enlisted men felt homesick, so that's why they're trying to give you that East
Okay.
Coast vibe, you know.
So these streets back in the day were bustling.
Yep.
Some great architecture here.
Yeah, definitely. So this right here is where Theodore Roosevelt stayed 4 times during his presidency.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think gaming is a big thing for him, too.
Oh, that's interesting.
People from all over the world come here and bid. And, you know, and they're kind of guaranteed trophy elks.
Yeah. That's old Victorian, yeah. Old staircase.
Pretty neat, man.
Yeah. Randy, you ever been in there?
Yeah. I used to go to court over here for juvenile.
Court over there?
Yeah.
Randy was in juvie?
It's a lot, man.
A lot.
That's probably his like second home over there, you know? So this is like the parade ground. This is how
They'd assemble here prior to departure. It also provided a prime location for baseball games and other athletic competitions held between different units stationed at the front.
I was talking to my nephew, and it seems like this pole is still that same
Yeah,
pole.
maybe. You have the old cafeteria.
Yep.
Nice garden. Theodore Roosevelt School. Is this still a
Yes.
school or no?
Mhm. Yep, still school.
Oh, that's great.
Yep. That's where my
That's
mom's.
the post office?
Yes, my mom's post office. She uses it still. She goes in there, picks up her own.
And this has got to be a cool post office, I can imagine. Old wooden floors, the old baskets. Ma'am, is it beautiful in there? Is that a beautiful post office?
It is. I'll go ahead and let you take a quick look.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Old oak wooden floors. Look at these old boxes.
Wow, yeah.
What a step back in time. Look at this beauty.
Wow.
When things were made with quality, right?
Yeah.
Midweek, is it busy out here? The school's in session?
Right now,
Or?
it's the summer, so they have a lot of activities going on here at the school. Different programs, I guess. They mostly come over here and use the school grounds or the school building, basketball tournament or whatever.
You guys got a good team this year?
I don't know. I don't go to basketballs or anything, so.
You definitely are better than Gila River. I can guarantee you that.
They're like,
It's all about beating the Navajos at the end of the day, right?
No comment.
I'm just trying to stir the pot. I'm just having fun. Come on, let's be honest. The Hopis are not bringing a team this year. Not a rivalry between the different tribes in basketball. I'm just stirring the pot. Thank you so much, ma'am.
so where'd you pick these guys up?
Yeah, it's a long story. And I don't know if my life will ever be the same.
Sure.
It's a good time. We're loving it. Take care. But when I said the Hopis aren't fielding a team this year, that was pretty spot on, right?
Yeah.
Because they're average, they're pretty short.
So what I'm gonna do real quick, if you don't mind, I'm gonna pick him a beer because if you don't mind.
No.
Yeah, so then we're gonna get one. So I wanna, I can tell that he's, you know how it is. I feel sad. I feel.
Randy's got a savage hangover and he needs something to keep him going. Is that what's happening? All right, so only 19 miles away, but 15 degrees cooler. And then we have a mega casino up here, which is always a component on many reservations.
Pretty much one of the main source of income for the tribe, including the ski resort and also the game and fish department.
Does it filter down at all to the people or not really?
No, it actually goes back into the enterprise itself. Various tribes, some of them get stipends from
Right.
the casino.
Right.
We don't actually. So this actually goes back into the enterprise. It helps for the employees and
So this is very important to keep the tribe running.
yes, it is.
Different vibe up here. Do you like it up here,
Yeah, it's nice.
Randy?
That's wrong if I could go back down.
All right, beers over there.
They're like different trucks.
Do you want 2 or 1?
Let's give them 2, man.
All right, okay, go 2. Go 2. Yeah.
Just like,
How many does he drink a day?
no, man. I'm actually helping because he's drinking vodka.
Okay.
Straight, yeah. So,
Okay.
so these are what McNary used to be right here.
This is what it was up
Yeah,
here.
what there. So if you look back up
Yeah.
here, that's the lake where they used to put the logs and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, the sawmill.
Log rolling,
Yep. Sawing contest.
log sawing.
We used to have like a train that went through all around the reservation.
Randy's making friends.
No, that's my girlfriend, man.
Randy, you've said that 15 times today. That's my girlfriend.
Girlfriend, man.
All right.
Come back to you.
Yeah, I don't know.
How you do it, man?
Yeah? That's how you do it? Randy's giving me lady advice. He's going in the rain. He's got the warrior spirit.
All right.
This is interesting. What is this town called?
Honda.
It's a lot nicer up
Yeah.
here, huh?
Yep. It sure is.
What's up, you guys? How's it going? Do you mind if I ask you, why is it so much nicer up here? I'm serious, like it's beautiful. You pray and it's nicer. Do you mind if I ask you a question on camera? And cut me off wherever you want. I'm just like, we're still on the same res, but totally different living up here, right?
Yeah.
Is everyone working at the casino? Is that what's going on?
No, everybody's works all over the reservation and then off reservation too.
Do you go down to White River much when you live up here? Or, oh, you do?
We work down in White
Yeah,
River.
work down there.
He works at the Canyon Day Farm.
Oh, okay, cool.
I work for Water Resources. He works at casino.
I work.
Some work at the hospital, some work at ABHS, some work for the tribe,
Okay.
school district.
This is an Arizona I would never imagine. So cool in the summer, so green.
I think we have like what they call it like a 4 season here.
Yep.
All the way from the high peaks down to the low desert.
All right.
A lot of water.
A lot of water.
A lot of water.
You have no water issues.
We have a lot of water here that supplies. I don't know how much the state of Arizona.
Your water going to Phoenix?
Yeah.
You guys feel great about that?
It's like I don't know. I could say more, but you know.
I drank some of your water at that spring.
Quintero Spring.
Compared to tap water and water bottles and all that, spring water will get you full faster.
Yeah. Way better for you.
Tell she back.
What'd Randy say?
In the wrong water.
Randy's water is not good. Bye-bye. Thank you. God, I mean, on the same res, totally different feel up here.
Yes, it is.
So how does somebody get a home up here versus a home in White River? Or
I think they have to apply, and I'm not too sure through a housing authority, I think, through the tribe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can literally live in a different season, in the same season, on the res.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is like fall feeling weather almost.
Yeah.
And
Down there,
all
you
day's
pretty much-
been full on summer.
Exactly there where my mom lives, pretty much.
Yep. What's going on over here?
Oh, basketball tournament maybe.
Basketball, yeah.
So this community is a little bit more run down. So all of these houses were pretty much, I don't know, man, I think like 70s or 80s. All the non-tribal members were removed. That's why the trading post, that used to be a store right there. Non-tribal members were told to leave the reservation.
So whiteys were living up
yep,
here?
all whiteys, African Americans, all different nationalities lived up here once.
And they were kicked out?
Pretty much kicked out. That included like the trading post. So once the owners left, it pretty much just,
Okay.
you know, when I was growing up in the 80s, they had a program called Boys and Girls Camp during the summer. They would send the boys into Paradise Creek. In the meantime, the females go down to Williams Creek and spend 2 weeks down there. So the first thing they would do is wake you up at, 6 o'clock. You meet up at the basketball court. Everybody would be doing jumping jacks, and they would make us run like a half mile. Then the next thing you know, it'd be a mile, and then a mile and a half in this high elevation. we hear the bell ring again, and within like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, we have to be in line to get ready for our meal to be served to us, or go into the cafeteria to eat. Once we were done with that, we would clean our cabin. I always had a contest in who had the cleanest cabin. And after that, we would have like an elder speaker, and he would talk to us about our culture, or some special speaker would come and talk to us. But it was like a really good program that was like established by the tribe. After the 2 weeks was done, everybody would get paid $80, and that would pretty much go towards like school supplies, clothes, and whatever was needed pretty much.
Do you think they still do that?
No, they don't do that anymore. It was a different time, and
Well, this is exactly the reason why there's so much young crime and drug use and all that stuff. If you don't have anything to go for, and everyone's doing stuff around you. I feel like I'm in High Mountain, Colorado or something. Seriously. The aspen trees, what are we at? Like
I think
8,000?
Yeah,
right now?
somewhere around there, like 8,000, 9,000.
And it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold. Beautiful out here, huh?
Yeah, you guys really do have a special chunk of land.
Yeah.
You could raise your family in a way here and have so much access to beauty and nature and expose them to this stuff. You didn't get anything?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm from Civic Center, but...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Civic Center. We were going to go out there today. We just didn't have the time. So living here, you just love to get out in the nature?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Tell me if I'm wrong on this, or because I've only been here a day. So I saw in White River, you can see a drug scene, obviously, and some people down and out. And then I see guys like you seem super into the outdoors. So is it just like two different worlds people are living in?
Yeah, I would say two different worlds. I think a lot of it has to do with their mental health. I think it's a big part of it. A lot of people don't know how to cope in the right way, I guess.
Okay.
Or they saw things growing up. I think I grew up in a safe environment, I guess.
Okay.
Mostly alcohol, nothing really besides alcohol, really.
Okay, so that helped.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I just graduated college like...
Good for you, man.
A month ago.
What'd you major in?
Criminal justice and applied digital studies.
Are you gonna work here on the res in criminal justice?
Right now I'm planning to go back to Flagstaff.
Okay. So most guys your age, you go to college, to get a job you gotta get off the res.
I would say so, yeah. I was always told that, to get a job off the res.
It's good to come back though?
Oh, I love coming back.
Yeah. It's just peaceful, huh?
Yeah. It's home,
Oh, look at this. This is so beautiful, man. That's the ski resort over there.
Yep.
Sunrise, right?
Sunrise Ski Resort.
So this is all native owned?
Yep, the tribe owns it. So right now they're doing mountain biking and different activities.
Yeah, why isn't everyone coming up here on the weekend?
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of the news broadcasts pretty much talk about snowball instead of sunrise.
Snowball is Flagstaff.
Yes. A lot of my friends that snowboard, they rather come up here because they have a lot more runs and also ski lifts too. One of the things that I really enjoy about the ski resort is that kind of a little bit more undeveloped, so it's not like corporate.
Just a few lifts, basic base lodge type thing?
Yeah, but also like dirt road to get to the ski resort.
Dirt road?
Dirt road, yeah. We use spring water to make snow.
Oh, cool. And look at this. 60 degrees, midsummer, Arizona, vibrant green, the base of a ski resort on a reservation.
On a reservation. White Mountain Apache Tribe.
Knows how to set up a beautiful place here. Randy, thank you for dropping the local knowledge today.
Yeah.
And some good entertainment.
Yep, it looks like a space channel.
It does, a little bit, yeah. And Hawk, thank you for bringing me in and us all into this beautiful landscape.
Appreciate it. So I hope everybody comes up to enjoy the outdoors, the ski resort, the beautiful land that we have out here.
Yeah.
Very diverse. It's just been a long day, going all the way from starting at Bashes. They were headed over to, my mom. The next thing we're at Fort Apache, and next we're here. Very diverse.
I will sleep very well tonight.
Good.
Right on. Hawk, you're the man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. appreciate
Thanks,
it.
guys, for coming on that journey. Until the next one.